incredibly close there.
It really is when it gets to it. I can't wait to see who comes out of this one, fellas. I think it's definitely looking like Maru there.
Yeah, well, let's see. We're going to jump to Deadwing here for set number 2, TY versus Maru. Down here in the bottom right in the red, the Terran player who is down 0-1. He is TY.
Up here in the blue for Jeanette Green's Wings, it is Maru. Has to win this game to bring himself to the winner's final against Dark. Try and make it out of this group of death. That dream ruined for everyone.
He essentially did. I mean, he was by and far like the least favorite. Not like the least favorite player. I mean, like the player most likely not to get out of the group is what I'm trying to say. So
he was definitely voted 4th place in this group.
He just, I don't know. He surprised a lot of people. He surprised me. I mean, we knew he was very good against Zerg, but to even get to that match against Dark was so hard. To defeat Maru in a TVT, very nicely done.
Yeah, he is becoming a real monster in himself. I'm so happy to see Dream get that far as well. Because he always had potential, and now he's really starting to flourish.
Yep,
on his team.
It's a big message, actually. I'm sure SK Telecom is very happy that they're actually producing this many monsters. First, they get innovation on their team. He goes 5-0, 6-0 now, I believe. And then we get Dark on the team, and he just gets developed to the point that he is now. And then Dream now, if he can like do a bit better in the TVT and TVP matchups, he can just be a god.
He almost is, Valdez.
He's almost there.
2 out of 3. 1 matchup to go. As we see, both players pretty much going for mirror builds. Essentially, so far, the one Barracks was a little later than the other.
Yeah, I believe TY may have actually gone for gas first.
No. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, not mirror builds at all. Completely different builds.
Actually, in fact, the exact opposit of a mirror.
These are actually opposite builds, guys.
Well,
I'm so bad at reading these builds today, man. I don't know what to say. Having a bit of an off day, I think.
I guess so.
Yeah, what's going on?
It's okay, Moonblade. We forgive you.
Thanks, man.
We all love you, Moonblade. Oh, especially me.
I love you too, dude.
We do have the factory coming down here by Maru. So he is, in fact, going to, with that extra gas, just tech up here a bit faster. And on the opposite side of things, we just have a Reaper expand at the 2Y. I feel like this is more standard for the map. You know, you get that Reaper out, it's very fast, it's a big map. You want to see exactly what your opponent's doing very fast. So we see that Maru, he does have that SCV out, but he does not get the scout on because TY is in the bottom right. And TY is going to get a full scout.
Yeah, TY gets everything. And yeah, it is definitely the norm on this map, I'd have to say. Definitely the safer choice as well. Simply because you can get into that base so much easier than any other map.
Oh no!
Oh, except that should not have happened.
Yeah, that actually shouldn't have happened.
Great stutter step micro from Maru. And Maru comes in. He's going to get a scout of everything as well. I mean, 2 Marines are going to pop out in a second, but the SCV can juke and jive around that main for a little bit, maybe. He's going to see at least the factory. And that's all he really needs to see. He doesn't see the second gas in the main, though, which will give him a lot more information about what's going on.
Of course. Maru's just going a bit aggressive here, making all 3 buildings, no add-ons at all, just making straight units, trying to catch a small timing here against TY. This is a big map, though. It's going to take a while for those units to get across the map and try to deny that CC from getting up here.
Yeah, it looks like he is going to go for the kind of same sort of style we did see from TY last map, which is kind of like the Marine mine drop. But I think he's going to transition into Banshees from this because we did see that second gas be added.
Okay, a bit of a later second gas. This is something that 2Y actually did not scout. When he went in there was only 1 gas taken. So maybe he's not expecting it. He's going to have to do a follow-up scout somehow. We did see that SCV trying to get into the base, but it did get denied by Maru.
Here we go. 6 Marines and a Winter Mine.
Can do a lot of damage, especially if the units are out of position, but we already see that TY. He's got 5 Marines in the mineral line. And the follow-up of Banshees, of course, with Cloak on the way. But here we go. Drop coming in here. Marines trying to focus down some units.
Nice plant. Going to go into the SCVs. SCVs are tough, though. Getting 4 kills already. That might be enough to warrant the damage. You see those Hellions try for the natural, but the natural would be empty. Oh, I like that.
Really nicely done.
I like that a lot.
Small tricks you can do, guys. You know, just using the splash damage off the Hellions. For some of you guys, the lower leagues, you can use that to your advantage with the Hellions. So keep that in mind. Bit of a smaller technique. Here comes some more Hellions into the main out of Maru, but it looks like they will be shut down pretty easily.
Are they going to get out as well? Yes.
Yeah, wow.
Whoa.
Okay, I spoke too soon.
Pulled the SCVs, got out alive. Worth it.
I think he was just trying to go in there and possibly soften up some SCVs before this Banshee comes in. But we do see that TY. He's already got some missile turrets down. He's got a Viking patrolling.
Yeah, he is pretty set on defending against this. Has not noticed it yet, though. Might get a couple kills. There's one mega red one. Oh, he doesn't get the last hit on it.
The mega red one?
The mega red one. The guy's on like 1 HP. 5 HP, sorry.
Now coming into the natural, there's another missile turret here, as well as some Marines. He's going to look to get one more kill, possibly back off. That cloaking is about to end.
Marines do not have combat shields, so they can get 2-shot as well. And yeah, he's going to run out of steam in a second. And looks like he's going to go for the suicide and maybe these SCVs.
Yeah, it's looking like it. The Viking actually not getting it. Getting one of the mega red guys there, getting a couple of them actually.
A couple of mega reds, man. Gonna get that one. Gonna get another one. There's one to the left. They can one-shot. Bam.
Wow. Okay. Definitely worth getting 7 kills here. And he's got that 3rd CC up already. It's about to finish here. TY is going to try to do some counter dropping, possibly into the main. But Maru's already ready.
Yeah, he's completely ready for this. 4 Hellion drop, not going to get much. And while we see another Banshee, the classic kind of Maru consistent Banshee harassment, picking apart their opponent. And Hellions are going in. They're going to try. There's 3, so they can do a lot of damage to them, but oh,
not quite enough. This Banshee, it gets a decent amount of Marine kills. That's what it looked like he was going for there, actually, instead of the SCVs.
Oh, that tank.
Wow. That's so annoying.
Yeah, that's sadness right there.
5 HP medevac out on the map. It looks like Maru's going to go for the chase, in fact, with the zone. But he is going to miss it.
And those Hellions actually got no kills in Maru's base. 0 kills. All for Vayne. All for Nort. And 3rd CC turning to orbital. 4 TY, just a little bit behind Maru's. And Maru with a pretty clear supply lead at this point.
Yeah. Seeing both Army and an SCV advantage. And he's going to begin the upgrades as well. Do see TY. He's already got his 1st engineering bay up, and he is getting the +1 right now, and he is adding a 2nd one. So Maru looks like he will be a bit behind in terms of upgrades. Maybe we'll see that come into effect a bit later in the game.
Yeah, perhaps. 2nd engineering bay for TY actually isn't even in use yet. Could just got it sitting there doing nothing for now. And this is interesting where both players choose to put their 3rd bases. Maru, obviously a bit more of a vulnerable position, especially if tanks can get behind the mineral lines. It pretty much means Maru cannot mine from there anymore, which could be definitely a popular place of contention as we go into the mid to late game when there's more tanks on the map. I'm sure we're going to see TY try and maneuver around that area, whereas TY kind of took a more safer area, had to kill the debris, but it's in a nicer pocket to defend in. Less vulnerable to those kind of things.
Yeah, good point, Moonblade. Do see the stim finishing up here out of TY. But he's not going to go for any pushes just yet. I think he also has a feeling that he's a bit behind here. Maybe just wants to defend on 3 base. Do you know if TY actually got the scout on Maru's 3rd CC?
He doesn't have the scout of it so far. Has no idea, mate. He has literally no idea.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, us people just observing the entire thing, spectating.
Yep.
We can see when the CCs come down. We know that Maru's in fact ahead on that, but TY may not know or may assume that he's ahead. We don't really know what he's thinking.
Well, TY, for all TY knows, no, now he knows a little bit different, but before the scan, he had no idea that there was even a second base for Maru. Like, he literally had scattered nothing, but obviously it was easy to assume based on the army supplies and whatnot and what he's seen.
Uh-oh, nothing here to defend in the natural. Three siege tanks getting sieged up right now. Everything survives at the same time. TY totally out of position. Going to force a lift even. Taking down the gas at the same time.
Yeah, this is going to do a lot of damage, and it's going to force TY to commit a lot to defeat this. And Maru even getting out alive with a lot of his Marines, choosing not to go on top of them.
Ooh. He was thinking about dropping on those tanks, but that would have been bad. May have even lost his medevacs, but if you go ahead and look at the supplies after that attack, already Maru taking a 35 supply lead here, and he's got a follow-up push in the works. A ton of Marines. He's got 1-1. About 61 Marines at this point. He's making 7 at a time. He's looking to hit this right when combat shields finish.
That's 67 Marines to 27 of TY. That's how one-sided it is. But there is a pretty decent tank count for TY, which is going to keep him in this for a while longer. The tank count for Maru is the same, but it's a lot more split up.
Yeah, he's got to get a good position here with the tanks. Like, they cannot be all out there in the front.
Yeah, that's actually a horrible place for it. I mean, that massive concave of Marines will just finish that. Finish the job.
Yeah, and TY has identified this. He's going to back off.
Oh, will it be enough? We do see the stim in from Maru. He's going to be looking for it. And he's going to try and jump on these tanks in a second.
Oh, they're not sieged up, in fact. Coming in here, sniping down a couple super fast. GG immediately. Maru takes it 2-0 against TY. Much faster series here. Maru, I think he's only got Dark in his sights now.
Yeah, he wants to finish the job. He wants to get out of the group of death. Very cool games from Maru. That second game, so dominant. And I love the stimming at the end. He saw him on siege. And TY just having a rough time.
Yeah, rough day for TY. I mean, taking an 0-2 against Dark, and then taking an 0-2 against Maru. Those are incredible opponents, sure, but I'm sure in TY's mind, I mean, he's hurting a lot. He's sick. He's got that wrist injury, so he's probably just really down in the dumps right now.
Yeah.
You guys can probably find him on Twitter somewhere or maybe Facebook.
Tweet at him and
tweet at him, cheer him up. Yep. He's a great guy.
Sorry, bro, you lost.
He's a great player. Sorry about that loss, mate.
Sorry about that, mate. Maybe better luck next time. Feel better. Get some vitamin C into you. Stretch those wrists a little bit more.
Definitely. Want to get those stretches down.
You have to stretch if you suffer from any pains there. You know, it's important.
Yeah. We are going to go into Maru versus Dark. How unfortunate that one of these players does have to go out. But this is the nature of things. Dream has shaken it up here in the group of death.
Yeah, he's messed everything up. Everyone's planned to get out. No doubt Dark and Maru are already counting their monies or whatever they get for getting out of this group. So, oh well, we'll have to wait and see.
It's unfortunate. Who's going to be the better player here, guys? We're going to go to that final match after a 7-minute break. Stay tuned.